Hello, Speed Gaming. Welcome to a Link to the Past Randomizer League Week 3 Randomizer Edition. My name is Tracy M. With me today is Marjovich. How you doing, Marjovich?
Well, we're in the weird territory this week with this Randomizer week, but I'm doing fantastic. Looking forward to this great race we have in front of us here between Slowpoke and FEARAgent.
Yeah, it should be a good one. We do have Team Kappa here at 3-0. Oh, sorry, 3-1. The missing links at 1-3. So might be a bit of a mismatch, but then again, with the league, we don't really know. We have different matchups every week, so a lot of things can happen. And this is Randomizer, as we said in the opening, and we saw some weird stuff yesterday in the first day of Randomizer, so expect to see some weird stuff today too.
Yeah, this is really the week where anything could happen. We don't really know. Neither does the players. We know that the bosses are randomized and 3 bosses will appear twice. Regular enemies are also randomized all over the place.
All right, okay, as we wait for the race to start here, it should be going any minute now. Okay, and FEARAgent has decided that that little video is not the one to be on, and let's go ahead and start. And we do get some meaty divergence.
The FEARAgent, his favorite little sprite.
Okay, I caught a crystal on Hera and a pendant over on Eastern. Did not catch the desert.
The desert seemed to be a 5-6.
Okay, and we do see the Uncle route from Slowpoke here. Not a very useful tree pull though there.
I'm a little bit concerned about these Uncle route starts in Randomizer because that enemy there could just be a Lionel or a Roller and just kill you and prevent you from getting that chest. So I don't know, I kind of feel like it may be a little bit better to wait in case of safety, but this works out this time.
Yeah, although those little bomber dudes are nothing too, certainly not easy either. FEARAgent checking the lumberjack and only seeing a piece of heart, so we won't be killing Aga for the item.
Yeah, I should also mention that the two Agony fights and of course Ganon are not randomized. They are in their original location.
Yeah, can you imagine going into, say, Armos Knights and, hey, look, there's Ganon. That might be a bit much.
So what happens if you fall down the hole? Wait, can the holes even spawn? Let's not think of that.
No.
The game has limitations.
And FEARAgent picking up some bombs, so not going to have to worry too much right away. Will have to be careful. Might have to buy some after he finishes CAC checks. Slowpoke also going to check the lumberjack. He already got some bombs, I believe, from Link's house.
Yeah, but does have these couple of bombs here from FEARAgent's side, so still sufficiently safe to go for the CAC without risking having to double dip a well or something like that.
Yep.
It doesn't have to save it quit Link's house and farm bombs down south of the Grove.
Yeah, it's never fun. And this early in the game, Slowpoke is going to pick up those extra bombs, so 6 is a really good number for him.
That's a pretty nice bomb count to have early on. FEARAgent will be hoping for a couple of more here.
And already some blue mail and a moon pearl. So the first piece of our Dark World access already available. And a little bit of extra safety.
Yeah, it's nice because you don't really know what the game is going to throw at you in this mode in terms of enemies, so anything that can reduce damage is pretty valuable. You will need a Moon Pearl, obviously. You do need something else alongside that to put it to work.
Okay, let's see what's in the well now. Well, that's an item. Nice hammer pickup.
That helps putting the Moon Pearl to work, but you need something more. Something a little bit more.
More bombs, some money, a shield.
They're getting the rupees, they're getting the bombs so that they can proceed through Kakariko without any problems. FEARAgent, you suffer a little bit on the bomb count, but on the other hand, you have the hammer as a weapon, so you don't need to keep the bomb count that high.
Yeah, hammer is a pain to use. The hammer is a bit of a pain to use in Mini Moldorm Cave, but it will do the job, so... as long as you have enough bombs to open all the entrances to the checks on the South Shore, at Agina, and also at Sarasala, should be pretty okay. And he'll get those bombs from Link's house as well.
With a low bomb count, you may not be as inclined to just go and YOLO the race game and instead just go for the check instead. That's a weird sentence, I know.
And race game has bombs, so...
You can trade one bomb for 3 bombs, but it's a time investment, so we ain't taking that investment.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to blind check it, you might go ahead and just grab them, but certainly you're not going to go back for them. Oh, right, it was a boomerang at Link's house. And there we see a fire bar. Oh, FEARAgent's going to do the uncle play. And maybe even do escape with that hammer.
Since you have a hammer and a Moon Pearl, no sword, no cape so far, it does seem quite unlikely that this is gonna be an Aga 1 seed, so you may not have to go back here later for Aga 1, so go here and clear this off and have it out of the way.
Makes a lot of sense. Then hammer is going to be able to take care of most of the enemies that we might face here.
Yeah, I do believe you can use the sword or the hammer to kill like 7 bosses in this game, so the hammer is super useful. When did that fish get there?
It's a fish out of water for sure. The weirdest thing for me when I watch these Randomizers is the fire bars and the big spike balls just showing up in just odd places.
Yeah, it's almost like playing Super Mario Maker.
Okay, Slowpoke gonna do South Shore and gonna do the Mini Moldorm checks.
Rare application there of the shield for FEARAgent, actually saving his life there versus that guard.
Yeah, I feel like the shields are a little more valuable here.
This Moldorm Cave is awful. There is
with hammer, oh my god.
Oh
yeah,
boy.
Give me a hook shot for this one, even though it's not Mini Moldorms.
The hammer hitbox is so weird. Oh, there's our first one. Oh yeah, Wall Masters. They're fun.
Yeah, Wall Masters in dungeons are definitely a thing in Randomizer. Hey, look, we got a second boomerang.
You can maybe do some fancy and still a fake flippering with that. But, have to wait and see. You get that Cane of Burna though over in Mini Moldorm Cave. That's gonna be very nice as a form of survivability.
Oh, and hello, Anti-Fairy.
Hello, thieves. So the thieves can be killed in this particular setting of Randomizer. There are some where they can't be killed and they actually damage you, and we don't want that. It's awful. Is it this Moldorm that has the key?
It would seem. It looks like it started where the ball and chain guard would normally be.
Then it went all the way over there just to give FEARAgent, or delay FEARAgent's access into the Dark World at 8 minutes.
Yeah, good call on doing the escape, getting that glove there.
This is a super early Dark World access seed. Like, FEARAgent's got the whole world open to him, but still only sitting on 4 hearts. Gonna start with the back of Escape. Slowpoke walking all the way over to Ice.
Yeah, to be fair though, Slowpoke might not get that Dark World access for a while. May hold off on the Hyrule Castle checks. He's already especially having already done the
Oh
Uncle
god.
part. Oh my god.
Oh dear. Well, got the boomerang, so we're somewhat safe.
Nice bomb drops.
Yeah, bombs being the stun price today.
Okay, well, we got a bottle for Sick Kid now. If he decides to go the Dark World via Kakariko, he could route that in pretty easily.
Slowpoke tried to fake flipper, and fake flippering in Animizer is pretty difficult because the enemies are shuffled. So if Thief just touches you, it doesn't damage you, but still it counts as a damage of sorts and just, well, kind of glitches up the game for you. Have to save and quick. Now, there is something quite nice here though for Slowpoke. There is essentially no way that they're gonna go ahead and do Aga 1 before checking the front of Escape,
Oh,
and
for
therefore
sure.
will be able to pick up the glove and get that access into the Dark World without doing it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, if he gets the components for Aga 1, he might head over there thinking that that's going to be where he ends up, and then pick up that glove and be like, well, nope. Never mind.
You're prepared to open the chest, you've set up the Death Warp on the second Moldorm, and like, oh, okay, I guess I'm saving quitting instead. This is a super open seed. You can sequence break the entirety of Death Mountain now. Where do you go?
Oh my god. Well, FEARAgent's going to go do Mini Moldorm Cave, although, yeah, not going to encounter any Moldorms in it. And does not have a bet. I think he's... Yeah, he's also going to have to use that hammer. Although he could let that bee go and see what the bee does for him.
This is a super awkward cave. It's awful.
Meanwhile, Slowpoke's going to do the Agina check.
Yeah, Slowpoke, I believe, started with Mini Moldorm, went over to Ice Star Cave, and did that sort of split in South Shore. We've seen that more and more the past year. And then went jam into Agina. This allows you to route in Agina more effectively, and also potentially you have the book.
There we go. We did see the bee. Nagina just with 10 arrows.
There is still some merit to fake flippering because the gloves do put Sora in logic, but as we saw earlier with Slowpoke, it's just such a massive risk when you have thieves running around, and I believe they do run faster than you swim, so yeah.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a very good fake flipper seed.
I'm really curious about FEARAgent and also Slowpoke when Slowpoke gets the Dark World access, because you just have so much you can do in the seed. It's crazy.
Well, it looks like Slowpoke's gonna go eastern before he goes to the back of goes back to Escape.
I'd say Pendant Onion if you decide to go all the way into eastern, so you may not have to come back later. You could also potentially sequence break the boss, because it may not be something that you can't kill. Never mind, we can probably kill the boss. Death Mountain is no longer a sequence break, so the seed is super open. Oh dear.
Okay, FEARAgent's gonna go ahead and enter the Dark World from the south. I'm gonna go ahead and probably just do a Hype Cave check and do some of these more southern Dark World locations.
Yeah, with the mirror, you can just go over and check the Cave 45 and then head into Village of Outcasts. Maybe not do Thieves Town because it's a pendant alongside Ice Palace, but yeah, you have so many options right now.
Yeah, Thieves Town is a little interesting in Randomizer, as you don't actually have to go through the whole process of rescuing the maiden, opening up the ceiling. You can go straight to the boss. If he does go into Thieves, it'll be interesting to see if he just does that, or if he stops after the front half, or he does a full clear.
It's a really fast pendant to pick up. Unfortunately, it's a pendant. Fortunately, FEARAgent finds a sword. I did miss the other 5-6 though, but that's
Yeah.
just one of them.
And also always interesting to see how the palettes on the bosses and the enemies change.
You can even use the palette randomizer, but we're not using that for this tournament.
Ooh,
Well,
book.
about the desert.
Yeah.
Like, the sea just wants to give you more checks, like, all over the world. Just go wherever you want. And players aren't always too big of a fan of that, because it may come down to another silly ice rod hunt, and you have like 150 locations you can check, and whoever checks it first wins.
Yep. And they won't even know. Like normally we'd say, oh, hey, we have to do Turtle Rock. We'll need an ice rod. Well, we don't know where Trinex is going to be hiding out. Could be pretty late, somewhere in GT, in fact, and we might not know if we even need that ice rod for quite a while.
Yeah, that is indeed the case. Like, maybe Slowpoke can clear Eastern, maybe they can't. We don't know, but what we do know is that the big key is in its vanilla location.
And a mushroom for FEARAgent.
Yeah, more locations to check.
Yep, and without the flute, that's a pretty awkward location to get to.
It is, but you have the mirror, so you could do some sort of Skullwoods, Bumper Cave, Graveyard Ledge, Mushroom Delivery into Catfish Sora, but you don't have flippers, so it's not optimal, but you could. But then you have the rest of the world to check instead. So
Yeah, I know, right?
where do you go?
Or you get Death Mountain with a ton of items that you can go to as well. And a Crystal Dungeon on top of that.
Yeah, you could just go check Bumper Cave and then be like, I'm just gonna mirror and go up the mountain. I don't care if I don't have the lamp in FEARAgent's position, because it's the mountain. I can do stuff up there, and the lamp is probably somewhere. I mean, it is somewhere, but you know.
Or could you run into a fire rod? That'll get him through Hera, at least, if there's something in the basement.
Well, this Eastern so far hasn't given anything at all. Which enemy has the key?
Ah, there we
That
go.
one. It's a bit tricky sometimes to figure things out. Is that a bush crab in the Dark World? That's the other crab. I mean, this room is always fun, and is that a vanilla Wallmaster in this room?
It is, you know. I was gonna say the one nice thing is maybe you don't have wall masters here, but nope, it's still there.
It's still there.
Oh, we'll get to see our first boss of the game. Slowpoke is gonna full clear Eastern.
It is an item guaranteed if you can kill whatever's in here. We can't kill that, so
And nope.
Goodbye. We can't use the lamp on that, unfortunately.
I mean, you could try, but or maybe you can, but it just takes 8 bottles worth that we don't have of refill magic.
Yeah, is that an actual thing, or are you just messing
No,
with me?
I'm just being silly.
Oh, okay. It's Randomizer. I mean, there's a lot of weird interactions you don't know. Slowpoke is basically out of checks now, so let's go ahead and do Escape, get the glove, and get the Dark World access.
Hey, he'll be happy you did this.
Yay, the entire world is open to me. Where do I go? It's like the slowest room I've ever seen for FEARAgent.
To be fair, there wasn't a whole lot else that Slowpoke could do at this point.
No. We will need medallions for Mire and Turtle Rock still, so being able to pick up those early is quite nice.
Well, and having that sword now, the other nice thing about having that medallion is, if room's just really bad, just throw up a ether, or Bombos would be even better.
Yes, that can indeed be done. There's some FEARAgent skipping out on these North and Dark World checks, which I know sounds weird because the mountain is more north, but the mountain is called mountain for a reason.
Yep. He's gonna do some Village of Outcast checks. Probably gonna dip into Thieves Town.
Yeah, checking the first 4 at least. It's reasonably healthy at 7 hearts, blue male, Slowpoke on 5 with blue.
Well, we're certainly not cash poor.
I mean, they have all the rupees they will ever need this seed. 500 for Sora, the 110 for Pod. FEARAgent has already done the 80 for Digging Game. We'll now do the Chess Game, which is like 30. Now, Dark Cross is particularly nasty without the lamp, but when you have the lamp, it's probably still a bit nasty, but not as bad.
Yeah, Dark Rooms and Randomizer are a little bit trickier, and especially with Slowpoke not having a... Oh no, he has the lamp. Never mind. It's FEARAgent that doesn't have the lamp yet, so might as well get this done now if you're Slowpoke, because you're not going to want to come back here.
Yeah, FEARAgent never went here. I don't know if that's because... Wait, there is an item, because the small kid's been picked up. Maybe it's the map, I don't know. We'll find out.
And FEARAgent didn't have the lamp either, and Slowpoke hasn't done the back of Escape yet, so he doesn't know for sure. I'm trying to think if we saw the map. I'm not sure we did. No, we obviously we did, because that's rupees. Looks like Slowpoke's just going to go straight to the back.
Yeah, you're here. Let's just go and check it. Get it over with. This... we may have to take out Berna here to deal with the guards, if you remember.
Oof.
Is that a vanilla mat for the small key?
I guess it was.
Okay. I will say there's been a lot of thieves in Thieves Town today.
At least that's appropriate. A few chickens, too.
Slowpoke, yeah, Kane. Oh god, this room just gets worse the more you go to the north. Oh god. There's like 4 guards, a thief, and then the giant rock with spikes on it. Sounds like fun. Is this a Lanmolas?
Yep.
Yay.
Hammer Landmolts. Or I guess if he could do it with his vanilla fighter sword, that isn't the worst thing in the world. I mean, that's what the game intends for you to do.
It's just very slow.
Yep.
This is for a pendant, by the way. Remember that. This is not a crystal. FEARAgent could just take the mirror and leave. But he decides to go ahead and get this pendant and maybe an item. So is Slowpoke gonna climb the mountain? They are in fact gonna climb the mountain.
Ooh, FEARAgent. Oh, and no beeping. Shoutouts to not bothering us with the beeping sound. But unfortunately,
maybe
does
you
it
should have
live to
beeped
tell?
so you were aware.
Is he gonna go back in? Oh, he's gonna go back in for round 2.
Hey, we found one of those cannon dudes in the mountain stuck in a wall. Those are in the code, but never actually seen in the original game. Oh,
Yeah.
this fire bar and a Lionel. Oh no!
Oh my god.
Not Mimic as well.
Wow.
I really don't want you to go up the mountain.
Oh god. The boulders still hurt. Just 20 rupees, but you got your save quit spot, and that's pretty important.
You got your health refill. I guess one day we will have Cabot's randomizer.
Okay, FEARAgent decides to go back in, but this time is just going to go do some of the checks instead of going ahead and fighting Landmolus again.
Hellway looks nicer than usual, but this Molder is a bit annoying. Oh, look, another Molder. FEARAgent, please don't die again.
And we can't avoid the anti-fairy. Ugh.
Oh
no!
FEARAgent is just like, I guess I'm dead. Goodbye.
Yeah, there was not a whole lot he could have done there.
Well, FEARAgent is going back in.
Good old Pendant Thieves Town.
He always finds a way. Okay, so is FEARAgent gonna go for the boss or gonna try the rollers again? Does have the Cane of Burna and a lot of magic, so could go through.
Meanwhile, I think Slowpoke gonna do the Hera play. A little bit better play for him since he does have that lamp. He will be able to get whatever items here.
Yeah, unfortunately doesn't have the book though to check the tablet, but yeah, man, Landmolus take 2. It's looking pretty good so far. Just complete silence as FEARAgent whack-a-moles.
Yep.
I think a lot of people actually know that when it's only one Landmolus left, it actually spawns more of those weird rocks when it comes out. It spawns 8 instead of 4.
Got him.
Well, that was really worthwhile. Oh, thieves are in Hera as well. They are everywhere today. Well, you know, it could be a pedestal seed, so maybe that pendant is worth something. That's a fun spike.
Okay, well, this should be fun, especially without a sword to buffer these. As we see, Helmasaur.
Yeah, the hole is the fun part here. The real fun part. You can use bombs, and it's probably more effective.
Yeah, I might
stand a bit on the safe side to the right.
I might throw a couple bombs down here. He was thinking about it.
But Slowpoke is just whacking away with the hammer. I am a bit surprised by FEARAgent doing this now instead of just doing this after Skullwoods. I can come back and talk a little bit about this in detail later, but Slowpoke took it out. We're gonna see this a lot this week, by the way. We're gonna see bits as well.
Well, hey, at least that graveyard let's check paid off. Slowpoke says, I'm gonna wait, come back here for this one later.
So, about that, the whole world is open to you. Well, the whole world is open to you Deluxe Edition. It was just publicly released. So, the weird thing about this route that FEARAgent did is that you can start with Village of Outcast Thieves Town, then do Skullwoods, and then take this route right now. Or you can just start Skullwoods and do this route and basically say, nah, I'm not gonna bother with Thieves Town because it's a pendant. Because if you're taking this route, Skullwoods, Thieves Town, and then Graveyard Ledge, it is slower than doing Thieves Town, Skullwoods, into Graveyard Ledge. And since Skullwoods is also a crystal, you may want to go Thieves Town first to pick up the Fire Rod so you can clear that. Thieves Town is just a pendant, it's just a bunch of checks. Which is why I'm a bit confused to see FEARAgent go for this particular route.
Yeah, I mean, he did have to do the current jump to get over here.
Yeah.
He must have wanted to turn in that mushroom and pair it in with a few other things, so probably gonna continue on over to Catfish and Zora like we talked about before.
Yeah.
Won't be able to, well, Unless he wants to do splash deletion, isn't going to be able to get into the waterfall fairy cave. Decides to pick up a potion. I wholeheartedly support potion pickups in this mode.
Yeah, we will probably be seeing potions being used plenty this week.
Bugnet being a much more valuable item in this mode, as you might say, oh, maybe I'll pick up a few extra fairies just in case.
Yes. The thing with this route, when you do the Graveyard Legend, the Catfish Sword, is that it's really slow, and these are very out-of-the-way checks, so your opponent may not always do them because of just how slow they are. So if they have something valuable, like it's in Graveyard Ledge, it tends to work out pretty well for you.
Meanwhile, getting our Paradox Cave checks over on Slowpoke's side. That 3 red rupees there, 4 red rupees, a whole lot of rupees there.
Well, this was a disappointing mountain. That Molder was kind of stuck there.
Okay, we won't be coming back for the Zora's Ledge.
So now that Slowpoke climbed the mountain, now heads over to Hype Cave and then somewhere in the Dark World. Again, you have a lot of options. From our perspective, we have fewer options, but the players still have plenty of options.
Okay, let's see if Zora has anything good today. Nope.
I mean, you've taken a death twice.
Oh yeah, I'm
so,
picking up that piece of heart,
yeah.
but that's also not what I'm looking for.
Yeah, 500 rupees for a piece of heart is pretty weak, but sometimes just gotta take what you can take. Now, where are you going, FEARAgent? This is time for the Eastern?
It could be Pod into Eastern. He did buy a bottle, but he did buy a blue bottle, which typically you're going to want to keep. Typically you might buy or a red or a green if you're going to do the bottle glitch, since we don't have a bow. Oh wait, but the bow lock site isn't even a thing here, because it's Randomizer, so my understanding is you don't even actually need the bow for that, so just go do it.
Yeah, the only thing you need the bow for is to reach the boss in Palace of Darkness.
Yes, you still have to shoot the arrow into the statue.
Yes, that is the case. Much like you still need the fire rod to get to the back of Skullwood, so you still need a sword to cut the curtain in the back.
Slowpoke's gonna do the Dark World checks that FEARAgent already has.
FEARAgent will get the lamp here, which is going to help with the dark rooms in both Eastern and Pod.
Yeah, I'm not sure those dark rooms in Pod are bad enough as they are. In particular,
yes.
the turtle room. But if that turtle room suddenly has something, something really bad there, there are definitely some enemies I'm not going to want to see in that room, or not see.
I mean, a couple of more rollers like in Thieves Town.
Yeah.
Lionels guarding the mountain. Or just a bunch of Kukos. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty typical Randomizer, where more than half an hour in and there's no crystal yet. And the only bosses we've seen are a Lanmolas in Pendant Thieves Town, a Colster in Pendant Eastern, and then a Helmasaur King up on Tower of Hera. Do you know 3 bosses will appear twice?
Yeah, I believe that's correct. The mention in chat is that anytime a room has a door blocked by enemies, they have to be killable. So yeah, the turtle room will have killable enemies.
I believe the only exception is in Ice Palace, where the freezers are vanilla. So you still need Fire Rod or Bombos for that. But we may not even have to go in there, maybe it's Fire Rod Go Mode. Well, Slowpoke's gonna take the slow pedestal check over here. Since you don't have the Fire Rod, you can't just do Skull Woods into this check, so you do it now. You don't have the mitts, so the
Yeah,
hammer's
I
a
mean-
slow thing, and
Oh, well, rip red mail, because we're not getting that.
yeah, we're not getting red mail. Oh, this room looks fun.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. Oh, they really guard that chest.
Maybe there's something good in here?
It's
Or
pod.
just it's just keys, yeah.
It's a key in pod. I'm so surprised.
Another
Oh, look,
key.
Another key.
Well, maybe there's something good behind those keys.
Maybe we will know right after this commercial break. No, there are no commercial breaks. Slowpoke also starting with Skullwoods here. That giant rock thing is basically blocking that switch.
Oh god, there's a red mimic. Oh no, I guess it's a blue one because it's following him. So it is at least killable.
Yeah, I
Didn't
don't,
notice that before.
I'm not too sure if the red ones are even shuffled in Randomizer, and Slowpoke uses the map there for some RNG manipulation, as FEARAgent is vanilla Vicky.
Okay, now we get to go the interesting part of pod and see if we got anything in here.
Yay, maybe we won't get a key. We can get items now. The deal with the RNG manip and the map was just a joke. There's no reason to use the map.
Oh, bomb jump into that big chest. Oof. With that Beamos there.
So if we had unkillable thieves, I don't know how you cross that bridge.
Okay, I think... Nope, there's still one more key here.
There's just a lot of thieves this seed. A lot of thieves. And this was kind of what I was talking about earlier, that you have the entire world open to you and you check everything and you get absolutely nothing.
Because the one I need is always going to be in the last place you choose. So that's the way it works.
It's in Spy Cave. Or something awful like that. Because there was nothing up the mountain, right? And there was nothing in Thievestown Village of Outcast, and we've had nothing in Pod so far. Last thing was the book, I think.
Yep, so we got
at the
desert
grove.
open to us.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pod was nothing.
Nothing in pod.
And FEARAgent's just like, no, I'm not gonna go Eastern. I'm not interested in that.
Well, it turns out to be a good choice, so... He doesn't know it yet, but... I mean, it is a green pendant, but he doesn't know it yet, but he can't actually get that green pendant.
Yeah, because you do need specific weapons for Colster.
We have not seen Bombos or Fire Rods, so yeah. We might never see that green pendant, which is fine, because it's pendant.
Yeah. Now, FEARAgent will be able to climb the mountain here and have mitts for some more checks over on the east side and get that turtle rock information as well. And have the book for Ether Tablet, just to at least check what's there. We'll need to pass through these cards here first.
Let's see if Slowpoke decides to do anything additional in Thievestown.
Only 1 heart of damage. I have we seen a dead rock yet?
I don't think we have.
There's like 50 thieves. But yeah, I'm curious about how Slowpoke's gonna go about this. You just go kill the boss, or do you try and tackle the roller room? Doesn't know it's a roller room, but
You'll find out.
in the next minute. I was just kind of trying to think what the players want to see right now in terms of progression. Probably a fire rod would open up a lot. The flute would open up the mire area.
Hookshot would be nice.
A hookshot would also be very nice. Flippers would give you swamp access. Boots, because they're boots, you know.
Yeah, boots are always nice. And we don't know yet whether Desert's boots locked or not.
That is indeed true.
And nothing on that ether tablet.
The thing is also that with that weird location of the book, Bombo's tablet is in a very awkward location unless you're gonna go for the Swift chain, and if you've already been to Thieves Town Village podcast, you may not want to do that. Slowpoke's just gonna say he's gonna get through this room without taking damage, but no.
He did pull out the blue cane, so that does help out a lot here.
Yeah, but you need to go back the same room.
Yeah, farming up that magic certainly is going to help a little bit with that use of that cane.
Oh
God. And then you're going to use it in this room, so...
Oh, man. This Thieves Town is awful.
It's horrible.
That, though, is
was that nice rod?
This fire rod.
Either way...
It's required.
Either way, FEARAgent's going to have to come back here. Ouch.
Oh, no. Well, you have to get through the roller room of death without taking any damage, because you don't
nicely done.
switch now. That's very nicely done by Slowpoke.
And we'll see if FEARAgent has a little better time with Helmasaur up here. He does have a sword to help him out with those hammer shots if he wants to use it.
Yeah, Helmasaur looks like weird in this room. Just accept it. Just accept it.
Yeah, the piece of the boss on the side, that's fine. Too bad we can't hit him there.
So we have a small key locked inside of the beaches. So we do know that the map is on blind. So Slowpoke says like, nope, no need to do anything here. I know Pedestal is dead.
Okay, FEARAgent...
I
was about to say I like the use of the bombs, but throwing them down the hole, not gonna do you much good.
Oh boy. Fun for whole family. Slowpoke got the fire rod, now heading back into Skull Woods. Didn't I also just earlier when I talked about FEARAgent's route mention like you could go Thieves Town first and maybe find the fire rod along the way?
I believe there was some mention of that.
Yeah, I believe so. I guess I did it again.
Ow!
That was a snipe.
He was not ready for that. Okay, he's got to the first part. But no bow here to finish him off. He's going to have to do this with sword spins. Or possibly with the hammer.
Oh.
Oh, no.
And you have to redo the fight all over again.
Oh.
Did bring the blue. Oh, this spike though for Slowpoke. This spike is great. Oh, welcome to Animax.
Okay, let's go. You got this, Fear.
This is a very weird arena to fight Helmasaur King in.
I'm trying to think what wouldn't be weird in this arena.
Moldorm.
Other than Moldorm.
Moldorm 2. And back on Skullwood. Looks pretty nice though. Okay, so while FEARAgent keeps on struggling, we have to see what Mothra has in store. Nice wall master. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
This looks
This looks
bad.
Yeah, throw out the script here. You're not following it on a conveyor belt. At least the spikes aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, and I don't think the lasers work either.
Yeah, good choice pulling out that blue cane. Doesn't have enough magic to use it all the way, though.
Oh, Fear, no!
Ah.
And Slowpoke's down to 1 heart as well here. And there's no potion or anything, hasn't been to the witch, and that bottle is a B.
Okay, FEARAgent is going to give up on Helmosaur for now.
Hello,
In all
everyone,
honesty,
and
at this
welcome to
point...
Randomizer Week.
Yeah, at this point, might as well just do that right before you go into GT.
Yes.
But hey, we've killed the pendant boss.
Yeah, we got that pendant for a pedestal that isn't required. Gonna see the slow stroll through Spiral Cave with great enemies. I swear both our players just screaming in their heads right now. Where's my powder?
Yeah, powder would be really nice right now.
I mean, imagine this if they didn't have Burna.
Oh, Slowpoke gonna go back in with just 4 hearts and not a whole lot of magic.
I have a bad feeling about this. FEARAgent is gonna give us some new information here.
I like the routing he's doing. Gonna pair up Paradox Cave with Super Bunny Cave with that mirror portal.
That's really cute. Slowpoke playing very safe here. Yeah, these lasers just don't seem to work. You can't really do anything while blind is up there. You have to wait until you go down. That was fun grammar.
Oh.
Well, strap yourself in. We're gonna be here for a while. Slowpoke's just refusing to give up on this.
And it was 4 red rupees and some arrows in the top of Paradox Cave. Oof. Let's hope he does better on the dark checks. You're only going to get 3 checks out of this because we don't have a hook shot or even a boots to hover with, so...
Yes, it's just the Super Bunny Cave and then you get the
yeah,
turtle walk
actually, sorry.
and...
Yeah, just two
what did that
two
fire
items.
up?
Yeah, can't even get the
There's
first
Spike
item.
Cave. Spike Cave makes it
Spike
cute.
Cave. Yeah, Spike Cave will give him the 3rd one, you're right.
Yeah, you were thinking of Spike Cave originally, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, of course.
yeah, oh, absolutely, definitely. Well, here we go.
Well, half magic is useful.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, FEARAgent will like that when he gets to blind.
And a lot of other things.
Okay, let's see what medallion we're gonna need here. Oh, we already have it.
And Slowpoke, the first crystal today. 48 minutes in.
Oof. Well,
Man,
staying
I
with
mean,
that. Staying with that blind fight really paid off then. Won't have to come back here.
I mean, if you're either player here, you have to think, wow, this seed is awful, and wow, I'm like 20 minutes behind my opponent.
Oh, for sure.
You gotta feel awful over everything that is happening here. But that is still first crystal for Slowpoke. FEARAgent still waiting.
And a flute.
Well, now we have the Mire area available.
Yep, I suspect he's gonna go over there. What they're probably thinking is, where are my swords?
They're probably in Ganon's tower.
Could
Probably. So, I mean, we find the flute, we go activate the flute, and then we use the flute, probably to go to the Mire area. We got the mitts, so yeah, why not?
Oh, for sure. I definitely think FEARAgent's next step is going to be the Desert Mire area.
Slowpoke will be able to pick up the mitts here at the Graveyard Ledge, probably also continuing all the way over to Catfish Sword. So, when are we randomizing the duck into something that is more edible?
Ooh.
Because we can't really eat the duck the way that it is, since
No.
we need to cook it or something first, so... This is just the most straightforward play you can make in FEARAgent's position.
Yeah, he knows he doesn't want to go back to Thieves Town. Unfortunately, he has to go back to Thieves Town, so
And, yep, unfortunately.
probably get a
and
less
all of this just
location.
pushes him
Oh,
away.
and well, at least it's Bombos. He can't actually go into Mire yet.
Also needs the boots or the hookshot to get through the first room.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, a cape is going to be useful.
Yeah, now you have...
And a hookshot. There you go.
Ah,
Those are some items. Usually I wouldn't get that excited about a cape, but this is Randomizer.
so you have to climb the mountain to get your flute, to get your hookshot, to re-climb the mountain to go to Hookshot Cave.
Oof. Hey, look, a bow.
Oh, hey,
And a
what
dead
just
rock.
happened? What just happened to Seed? Did we just get items?
We got two important items and a third very nice item, all right in the same little area. I don't know.
So we maybe... Well, we need flippers still for Swamp. We need Bombos to get into Mire. We need Kane to beat Mire and Turtle Rock.
And we need that ice rod.
Maybe.
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 Trinix could be an Ice Palace. But FEARAgent's got some more options, all of which just makes him not go to Thieves Town.
Yeah, well, Desert just got locked to him because that compass means we are boost locked.
So we do need that as well.
Okay, checkerboard time.
I mean, there's a lot of overworld cleanup here from the players. It's just a matter of... Okay, well, there's the flippers, so we got that one out of the way.
Wow. So Spike K for that flute to get to the Mire area and Desert area. Oh my god, that's the item. Like, it might be a while before FEARAgent gets to that Fire Rod, but he's got a lot of things, a lot of progressive things he can do now. And FEARAgent hasn't checked Agina.
The best case scenario for FEARAgent here is... what would that be? Because you're basically never going to go Thieves Town to look for the Fire Rod with all the other options that you have.
Bombos before he gets to the back of Thieves Town would probably be the worst case, because that might lead him into Pendant Ice.
So Bombos in Pendant Ice?
Yeah, or maybe in Turtle Rock?
Yeah.
That
All
could be a thing.
Do either of those sound nice?
No.
Yeah.
No, they don't, but I mean, it'd be much worse if he grabbed that Bombos and full cleared ice for nothing.
So what you're saying is, Bombos is in Hookshot Cave.
Well, we're gonna find out very shortly.
So we do have a waterfall fairy now as a thing as well. Hobo also hasn't been checked.
Yeah, well, like you said at the very beginning, fake flippers and Randomizer. Not always a great idea.
Yeah.
He's gonna go ahead and open up Turtle Rock while he's at it, since it was a ether. He can't actually go in. Like he could go in, like stare at the place, and
That's a fun rock there, just waiting for you to lift up its friend rock.
oh my god, that spike.
You can go in and you can read the pointless hint tile that is no
There you
longer a
go.
hint tile. Slowpoke, you don't have flippers. You have to go back.
Oh, who hasn't done that before, though?
Slowpoke, this is also... this is one
that
of those
one, on the
weeks.
other hand, that is
one
the,
of
oh
those
my
weeks.
god, I don't ever do this stuff flippers. What is the route?
Slowpoke just thought that they were a Slowpoke and could just swim across, but unfortunately, different games. I mean, Red Potion's pretty nice.
Sandcart.
Right before you save and quit. Oh, you're not save quitting. Oh, you're going back into a Tower of Hera, FEARAgent?
Well, he's got a potion now.
Yeah, and you get the cape. Maybe that helps a little bit.
Yeah, I guess on the last part you could do
no.
some. Oh, you're just gonna flute. Okay.
Okay. So, Swamp?
I think so. By the way, shout outs to our tracker I bought. I mean, there's no way we could do this without a tracker.
Absolutely not. You're doing fantastic work this whole league. So Slowpoke's gonna take the book and just go into desert, see that it's boots locked, but will be able to get the bow on the ledge. As for Slowpoke, the Spy Cave is probably a long way away right now.
Oh, for sure. Like, one of the things you would want to make it a little more nice to go up to that area would be that hook shot, so you could do hook shot cave. He's not going to get that hook shot.
Yeah, you need the flute for that, and the flute is up there. What a fun seed.
Chet making a good point. He might go off to pod. He hasn't seen anything that's not there, all the items that aren't there. He will be able to finish it, potentially, depending on what the boss is.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then you could decide to go ahead and kill Cole Stair in Eastern if you wanted to, since you do have the fire on now. Okay, so Swamp. Hello, Spike.
This room is usually so easy. All that for a compass.
All the players are sitting there like, please, let this week end.
Well, FEARAgent has no one he can really blame for this one, because he is one of the people that runs this. And shout outs to him for doing a great job. And the other admins of the league running things in the background. But, you know, they could have said, nope, we're not doing Randomizer. Nope.
Yeah, we could have done something else that's fun. Like, I don't know, 4-7 fast Ganon.
The 8th pendant, or sorry, the 4th pendant dungeon in GT.
Oh, yes. Slowpoke, Eastern podded it. At least pod. Maybe Eastern as well. And these enemies, they're so boring.
Yeah, this looks pretty normal right now. I'm sure that will change shortly.
Hopefully. I mean, FEARAgent's probably... Oh, it's so calm. Oh no, it's just a calm before the storm, right?
Oh, it looks like he's going to do the left side before going to the back. Right, you can't do that with a fighter sword. The fighter sword is like a pixel shorter, a pixel or two shorter than the master sword, and so
For
you
some
actually
reason.
can't hit the switch.
Unfortunately, no Samaria, no fancy new glitches.
He has 10 bombs. You could lay one of those here. Oh, but does just fine with the boomerang.
Yeah. So Slowpoke is hoping to be able to clear this pod because there are no items here in terms of progression. I am a bit surprised that FEARAgent is actually going for left side, but maybe it is just a search for something.
Yeah.
A sword.
Now, I don't recall if we determined whether there's a item on Helmasaur or not.
I don't remember that either. Because usually you just go and kill the boss and then maybe you decide to go back in, but you don't know what the boss is.
Yeah, we haven't seen any repeats, so we can't rule anything out really. Oh,
Ah.
oh, well, okay. Left side swamp required potentially.
Potentially, we don't
Potentially
know.
that ice rod. If Slowpoke skips that and Trinex shows up in a bad spot, that could be pretty bad.
It absolutely could be. We don't have to worry about that, but we still need to find Bombos, we still need to find Boots, we still need to find Cave. And Slowpoke needs to go to Spike Cave, and FEARAgent needs to go to the back of Thieves' Town.
Or are we gonna see with the new diver? Oh my God, with these guys! What a place for a couple of Stalfos.
Where did it even fall from?
Okay, I've not seen this without Canis Mario.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I don't know how this works without Kane.
Yeah, one thing we've learned in the last several months of Link to the Past glitches, that Canis Mario is a pretty weird item.
Yeah, and it only took us 29 years to figure it out.
Maybe it's the most broken item in this game. I'm not sure.
One day we will find a way to use the cane to dupe the ice rod, and we no longer have to worry about Trinex.
There you go.
In another 29 years.
Yeah.
By then we may be at V35 or something. I don't know. I'm so sorry. That was awful.
To be fair, I don't think they need to. I don't think they need them to come up quite as often. They've done a pretty good job of what they have right now.
Oh, they absolutely have.
Okay, so still only that ice rod and swamp.
That's Stalfos, though.
Oh my God. And still only that ice rod and swamp.
FEARAgent still with no crystals and Slowpoke with only one, and we are past the hour mark.
And we're still only on Fighter Sword.
Yep. Man, this is the week of dreadful seeds, right?
I I hope so. Although we do still have mystery coming up.
I mean, mystery is at least a little bit of fun. Oh no. Oh no, Fear. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, you don't have that.
You can't do that.
Well, it's in logic because we know the fire rod is available in logic. But no.
Okay, where are you going next, Fear?
That confirms our two cold stare locations at least. So it is one of our 3 doubles.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna do the flippers checks probably. Gonna mirror here and then maybe do hobo and then do the waterfall fairy.
Yeah, there was nothing here. Slowpoke checked this later, but FEARAgent never did it.
Yeah. Or okay, maybe not. Maybe we can head over to pod. Finish up pod, maybe.
I was thinking that you could set up the mirror over at Hobo, just mirror over there. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
Okay. That makes sense.
So you set up the portal over here, and just
right, and then you
Hobo,
can
and then you
can
walk
just
back,
flute. You can just flute over to 8 and get to waterfall fairy from there.
Yeah, either water, or maybe just abandon waterfall fairy and just go pod. His FEARAgent is desperately looking for crystals right now.
Well, that's a useful item. We do need that.
Okay. Yeah, we do.
Red cane. So he can at least go into TR. I hope he goes to the back of Thieves Town before he goes into TR with that cane.
I mean, you have to climb the mountain again.
Yes, but that roller room is so bad. He has a cape for it now, though. He can be ready for it.
Yeah. It's like everything this sea just seems to be making locked by that flute in Spike Cave. This room isn't half bad for Slowpoke.
No, it actually looks like a lot easier than a typical turtle room, so. Oh, he has an Darkross.
Yep. Okay, so, Pod, what do you have? Hello
Mothula, which, you know, in without those spikes running around, isn't quite as bad.
Yeah, but there's still some spikes up there. Mothula, get down. Thank you.
With full magic, I'd just pull out that fire rod. But hammer makes quick work, too.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Oh, our sword.
We take that, we take that.
Absolutely, we take that. It's a long ways to get that Master Sword, though.
So, 2 crystals for Slowpoke. Up to 0.
But still needs to get up to Spike Cave for that flute.
Yeah, but where's Slowpoke gonna go next? Like, Smith Shane? Okay, if you're gonna clear off Eastern, you have the Fire Rod now.
We'll go to Cold Stare 1, and I say 1 only because we saw Cold Stare here first.
FEARAgent's gonna go ahead and do Waterfall Fairy. Doesn't want to go back to pod, so... Well, it's gonna take some time to get that sword, but the sword isn't really a progression unless there's something on Bumbo's tablet. Okay, Fairy, D9.
Or not. You didn't say it quick enough.
I tried.
Okay, where are we going? Okay, I think we're gonna do pod, maybe Eastern as well.
We did skip out on Eastern earlier. We know that there is nothing in Eastern unless there is something on the boss. But
which we're gonna find out soon.
The problem is that FEARAgent can't kill the boss.
No, no, he can't. So for his sake, we hope there's nothing on the boss. Where Slowpoke would benefit greatly for there being something here. And don't forget, we also have that green pendant out of this.
FEARAgent, where are you walking? This is the kind of sea that is going to haunt you for a long time. Oh, you can't even spin those enemies because those, whatever they are called, are there.
Fortunately, lots of pots to work with over here.
Yes. So the thing with Colstair is that the icicles join Colstair for some reason. Don't know why. I mean, this is basically vanilla Colstair.
Yeah, pretty much.
Except it looks a bit different. Slowpoke is taking a lot of hits here, but does have his blue potion as the backup, so should be fine.
And that'll allow him to switch over to Fire Rod as well, which is a very powerful item against Cold Stare. And
wow.
just to shield. Although I shouldn't say just to shield in Randomizer. Those are definitely gonna be more worth it.
I mean, the shield did say FEARAgent earlier, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Would prefer progression, but yeah, that's the first pendant for Slowpoke.
Gonna carry that bomb over to avoid going through the mirror portal. So he can now turn in that green pendant. We'll see if it gives us anything.
Precious green pendant. Do we need to kill for this today? Maybe. We don't know.
We still don't know.
Stay tuned in the next episode.
Well, let's just not dig up powder. Like fortunately we already had the mushroom, so we can't dig up a mushroom.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I
like
this.
Deal with the seed anymore.
I mean, this isn't the worst set of enemies you could get. I think turtles are actually a little worse, but I don't blame him for just pulling out that ether and just doing the thing there.
Absolutely not. So where is Slowpoke going? Smithshane with the... Ah yeah, Smithshane with the shovel actually makes sense.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, with the mirror, it makes a huge... I mean, having the flute is nice for it, but with the mirror, that's super important to have the mirror. Now, FEARAgent doesn't have the option of a Fire Rod against Mothula here. But does make very quick work. We'll get a Master Sword out of this.
That's
hey,
a
look,
nice addition.
A shinier, pointier thing.
Yeah, and longer. And FEARAgent first crystal, 1 hour 11.
Oh my.
Oh dear.
That can't feel good.
It never feels good. We sure this isn't cross keys weeks accidentally in terms of timer? FEARAgent has been in Eastern, so gonna full clear Eastern for maybe something from Shovel. We don't know.
We still don't know. Oh, hello, Beamos. God.
Yeah, this looks fun.
Hammer pigs is just not usually a dangerous spot.
What are they guarding in that cave?
Hopefully something good.
Probably 20 rupees, you mean?
Oh, I'm sure it's not.
Surely it's only 20 rupees.
Oh,
okay, that's really
okay,
good.
that's good.
Okay. I mean, it's the same color, so... It may... Wait, how much do the smiths cost again? Like 10 rupees?
Yeah, it's like 10 rupees.
Yeah, so you did have to pay double if that was 20. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
So in the meantime, while neither of our runners individually are anywhere close to go mode, we are actually at the point where we just need a Bombos and Boots collectively.
And we have no idea where they are.
Oh, like... Well, Bombos in particular can be anywhere but Meyer, so... And GT.
Yep. I mean, we haven't been in Turtle Rock, we haven't been in Ice Palace. There may still be an item left in Tower of Hera, maybe, because neither player killed Helmasaur King. Okay, apparently we got both items in Hera. Then that makes sense for why they're delaying that, because you can
Yeah.
just
I
mirror from
figured.
Ganon's tower, clear Hera, and then get your
Oh.
that way.
So this
Just mirror
chain took us to a green rupee.
back. Oh, great.
So Eastern completely not required.
Fantastic. So where are we supposed to go?
Well, between the two of them, they could do Turtle Rock.
That's always a good thing. So we do have Purple Chest, and then we have Bombo's Tablet to be checked after this. I mean, I guess that's a good thing for FEARAgent, but on the other hand,
yeah, I mean,
it's good for FEARAgent, yeah.
I gotta feel like that going, especially now he's got that cape, he's got half magic. Going back into Thieves Town would be a more palatable thing to do than going up to Turtle Rock and possibly getting stopped at the first chest, or even worse, getting all the way down to Laser Bridge and then still not finding a fire rod.
Yeah, I was more referring to the whole shovel chain, but your point is smarter than mine.
Well, he's gonna do the shovel chain. There's just no avoiding it.
Yes,
like,
you can't kill Coast there.
Oh, good point. That he might avoid the shovel chain. I say, because you spending all that time just to get that green pendant, you're gonna want to follow it, and that's what Slowpoke did.
Oh, Slowpoke, Spike Cave.
Oh, that would be big.
Oh, FEARAgent's gonna slash here. Yeah.
Yeah.
FEARAgent's just gonna nope out. Some hook shots for good measure, and then nope, we're leaving.
Okay, this could be the Thieves Town play.
Oh, Slowpoke is... Oh! Oh! Nope. Well, Slowpoke didn't have book earlier, so... can check Ether's tablet and see that there is nothing there.
Oh, gonna finish Hera now. Okay.
Slowpoke could go for the Hera clear, since they're here. And Fear is... Where are you going, Fear?
He's gonna check Bumper Ledge.
You didn't check that earlier when you did Graveyard Ledge?
Either he did and forgot, or he just didn't.
I mean, to be fair, this is a seed, so wouldn't be surprised
sure
if you forget, so... But will FEARAgent do Thieves Town, or just go ahead and do the Smith Chain? This is a crucial part of this race.
He's going Smiths first, at least.
Absolutely crucial decision. Nope. Nope.
Well, he'll probably get his Tempered Sword out of this. That's certainly useful.
It is. To be fair, if you do go in there, you get the Fire Rod, you're probably not doing the Smith Chain, because you're following the Fire Rod. Which means you're probably going to Turtle Rock.
God, those BMOs. That's just so awful.
They are guarding a sword. Ganon paid a lot for these.
Okay,
I don't know
Slowpoke does finish off Helmus.
I don't know if those dodges were intentional or just the BMOs are awful at aiming. And yeah, that is how it's done when you have a good sword and more health.
Oh, for sure.
So, 4 crystals for Slowpoke.
Okay, now the crucial moment for Slowpoke. Is he gonna do Spike Cave? Not yet.
You don't have anything else you can do up here.
He
If
can
you're not
check.
doing it, you're leaving.
I don't think he's checked Super Bunny.
Ah, yeah, Super Bunny. Oh no!
And FEARAgent grabs that purple chest.
So, you start off by opening up Turtle Rock. Hopefully, I mean, Slowpoke can. You just don't know.
A little surprised that FEARAgent's walking this purple chest all the way rather than either mirroring and fluting or saving and quitting.
Yeah,
Because he didn't have any checks to make. Well,
yeah.
I guess Bombo's tablet, but I don't know if it's really that much much slower to just go open the portal in the
Yeah, I
spot
don't
right
know.
here.
You are really running out of checks here, and everything just kind of sucks.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where you have a lot of really bad choices to choose from.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Bombo's tablet. Where are you going then, FEARAgent? What do you have that you can do? To be fair, the lack of fire of Bombos is sooner or later just going to put him at Thieves Town unless it shows up somewhere, but I don't even know what he has left to check.
I think Thieves Town is it.
It could just be that Thieves Town is the only thing that's left for FEARAgent.
It looks like he may be headed that way this time. Slowpoke looks like he is headed toward that Spike Cave.
Yeah, I don't think Slowpoke has many other checks left either, so... Yeah, it may just be that both players right now are last locationing different items. And last locationing does happen, but when two players are last locationing different items at the same time...
I know. You don't see that very often.
No. And Slowpoke is 2 crystals ahead of FEARAgent. Yeah, we're going back in. And this was a Dark World access at like 8 minutes. This Fire Rod could be obtained at like the 10-minute mark. If you knew how to dodge the rollers.
Yeah, I was about to say, to be fair. Those rollers present a pretty significant obstacle.
And you would have had 4 hearts blue mail when you did that. With no burner. Because the burner was relatively early. In theory, it also hasn't checked pedestal, but just seems to be completely ignoring that for now.
For him, pet isn't even in logic at this point without that fire rod, so...
Yeah.
Not checking it makes a certain amount of sense. Yep, just gonna use the cape. Good choice.
Yeah, this Thieves Town's just been awful, but now you get the item, and there's still 1 item left, and it's down in the basement. And Slowpoke's gonna pick up some bottles here, and some potions.
Though it must feel good for the runners now that they've got that tempered sword at least. They ran around with that fighter sword for a long, long time.
Yeah, suddenly you can actually do things. You can kill enemies, you can kill bosses, without having to worry about the hammer's awful hitbox. So now Slowpoke got the hook shot, so we can go Checkerboard Cave, pick up the flippers there, and then go clear Swamp.
And he'll be able to clear it in one go. We'll see if he goes to the right side, or sorry, the left side to pick up that ice rod. Which we still don't know if they need or not.
Yeah, we don't. And we still need boots for desert, and we still need bombos for mire.
Okay, FEARAgent gonna follow that fire rod. Gonna first 2 Skullwoods. He's in a much better shape for this fight. Slowpoke having gone into blind with just a fighter sword and not a lot of magic. FEARAgent has and not a lot of hearts. FEARAgent with a lot more hearts and plenty of magic to just use Cannon Burner if he wants to.
Yeah, having half magic and like double the hearts is just a great feeling to have here. But FEARAgent, of course, doesn't know just how much Slowpoke struggled with this fight. I mean, both players have to feel super far behind.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, good choice just using the cape to get past that spike.
Now Slowpoke can go in now into Swamp, clear this. The good on FEARAgent there to actually kill that enemy because it probably would have blocked a shot from the fire rod to light the torch.
And nice dodge of the Wallmaster there.
Okay, FEARAgent. You need this crystal.
Already selecting Cannon Burner. Can't say I blame him in the least.
Nope. Use the tools the game gives you. And I'm kind of thinking like FEARAgent will get this boss down here, no problem. Get crystal number 2. Probably going Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. He does have to finish off Swamp because he couldn't kill Cold Stare at the time. I do think he'll leave Hera for at the very end. And we can't do Mire or Desert right now. 6 items over in TR if you include the Mimic Cave, so lots of places where we can get stuff. But we are going to get the pet check first.
Yeah, just go here, see that it's dead, and then move on with your life.
Pretty much. No, oh, wait,
Just disregard it. Get baited, chat. Just dropping the V instead.
Gonna get some more potions.
I guess at this point, if it is a pet seed, you're in a pretty poor position because you have to redo Eastern. You have to
Yeah.
go do Ice Palace in full, which you haven't been into, and you just got the Fire Rod that you know has been available for I don't know how long, over an hour. This is a lot of lag. Did all these 3 cabbages just collide on the same spot?
Pretty much. And the other question, and of course, will Slowpoke get that Ice Rod? And will we even need it?
Yeah, we still don't know that, but Slowpoke will get the Ice Rod.
Looks like he's going for it.
Yep. It's like, this seed is awful. I'm not gonna leave anything behind.
Okay, and as we expected, FEARAgent gonna go into Turtle Rock. So trying to think who we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen Armos Knights. We haven't seen Trinex. We haven't seen Vidi.
Or
Am I leaving it?
Moldorm.
We haven't
Or
seen
Argus.
Argus, yeah. So we still have a lot of possibilities. We've seen Cold Stare twice.
Yeah, that's the only double we've seen. There are 3 bosses that are doubles, and all the other ones appear once. We may not see the boss that's in Ice Palace, the Seed.
I'm sure the runners hope not to see the boss in Ice Palace. And we might not see the boss at the Ice Armos location in GT.
That's also true. This room looks nice. Nicer.
Well, we got silver arrows. That's nice.
Yeah, that's a little bit of help there. Hello there, Mimic.
I was about to say, this room looks surprisingly normal.
That was really normal. The moonwalking Mimic over the hole. This room looks great. Why can't it always be like this?
Not having to deal with chain chomps. That's a good thing.
Snakes and rats in Turtle Rock. So I guess this is just Boots Bombo's waiting room right now.
Could be.
I mean, hello there, thieves. There's still that whole powder thing, I guess, if you really want to be that kind of person.
And we will get to see the item on the boss tier. We haven't seen that yet, because it was Cold Stare, and FEARAgent did not have a fire rod when he came in here before. Or worse, we could see the big key that makes us go back in.
There's a big key and a map left.
Oh, we now... Okay, have we found all the items then? Okay.
Yeah,
Then it
so
doesn't
we
matter,
just
we're
opened
not
the
getting
map
anything.
and, yeah, there was only a compass there, so we got all items.
Nice.
But this is one of the 2 Pyramid Fairy crystals, one of 5, 6, but the other one is Desert, so still waiting for Boots.
Yeah, so... Bombos could be there, but not Boots.
It's a pretty straightforward fight. You've done this fight many times before.
And this time he has a tempered sword for it.
Which is really helpful. Crystal number 4 and a map. Yeah, this room Mimic here is a little bit more open because enemies can spawn over there to the right.
But just 5 rupees there.
Okay, Slowpoke, where are you going now?
Ice
Are
Palace?
you going ice?
Or could be doing the flipper checks. That'll get him his cane.
Yeah. Go get the cane at Hobo. Yeah, we're gonna see Hobo first. Oh, that's a small little baby roller. Oh.
How cute.
Oh, and that one in the what? It's down there in the bottom right? What is it doing down there? Hello? Oh, hello. Where did you come from? Oh, there's the
Well, that's
powder.
another check, but hey, that's a very nice safety in an Randomizer seat with all these anti-fairies all over the place.
I don't even know what these rollers are doing anymore.
Oh,
This is where all the rollers are. They were in the back
Yeah.
of Turtle Rock this entire time.
Yeah, that cape is nice.
Yeah, very nice. I mean, FEARAgent's down to 2.5 heart. Remember, he has no beep, so he doesn't know. to keep the eyes on the top right corner. But yeah, Slowpoke got the cane. Thinking.
It's gonna make the ice play.
Oh dear.
Well, we still haven't found Bombos or Boots, so this could be the right answer. Or has he done? Oh, he's gonna do
Waterfall Fairy.
Waterfall first, and then we'll see. He'll have a decision to make from there.
Well, we got the key here on Laser Bridge, but there's still a few items left. That's not an item.
Yeah, that's not what we're looking for.
No. Okay.
Oh, there's Bombos. Okay.
Not too surprised to see that there. It's a Laser Bridge after all, and you're still looking for items. So this is Boots Go Mode. Great. That's just what we wanted to see, right? Boots Go Mode.
I'm trying to think which is worse, but Boots can be just about anywhere as well at this point, so I'm not... I would say it is worse only because you don't have Boots. I would have rather found Boots and then Bombos.
Boots has that additional factor to it, which is that it's Boots. Which is kind of important.
Okay, let's see who we're going to face here.
Oh,
that's boring.
Come on, game.
On the plus side, that trip onto the right side of left side. God, I keep saying right side. Left side of Swamp Palace at least was worth it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess FEARAgent is just like, oh, okay, well, I know this fight. I've done it like 1,000 times.
And it looks like Slowpoke's gonna follow him into Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically that for going ice. But FEARAgent's got a lot of crystals to clean up here. The hair is gonna be pretty quick though, but the swamp is still nice to do in Go Mode, but still a trip you have to take, and it's a little bit out of the way.
Yeah, I think he goes to Mire next. Then maybe clear Swamp before dipping ice if we don't find Boots before that. Hopefully he doesn't get drawn over to Eastern to finish that up.
Well, Pyramid Fairy is dead now, so he did full clear Swamp, so if you kept track of the items, should have known there's nothing left in Swamp, there's nothing left in Hera, can't do anything in Desert, which leaves Ice Palace.
Now for him it leaves Ice Palace and finishing up Eastern for the Green Pendant.
Yeah,
right, he
Ice
did not
Palace,
check that.
Eastern, or Pedestal, since FEARAgent never checked that and doesn't know that it's dead. But yeah, it's just, I got an item, let's go for it. It's a crystal, I need to do things. There's a really close race like we have here, by the way. It may seem like Slowpoke is ahead with 2 crystals, but this Turtle Rock dip is gonna take us some time.
Yeah, it is pretty even, in particular because Slowpoke has those 2 crystals, but still has to do all of Turtle Rock, so...
There's still some routing in Mire and ET that may have an impact. These enemies look quite normal to me. Oh, there we go. Pengators. Who invited the Pengator? Who invited the Pengators to Mire?
Well, at least you're not dealing with the Beambos. Just the Pengators.
Yeah, Beamos. Beamos, Thieves, and Mimics. Oh, poor whatever that thing is stuck in the wall. Oh.
We'll get to see that. It's that Mimic again here.
Oh dear. Did you know it's only Tuesday this week? And we have 5 more days of this. And we have more matches later today.
It's a whole bunch of matches this evening.
It's gonna be a great week. Maybe not for the players, but for the rest of us.
This might be a great week to be the teammate that sits out.
You know, that sounds like a plan. Surprise roller? Hello? I don't even know.
Well, we've already got the big key. We haven't seen an item yet.
These are rollers. They're just like going through walls and rooms and everything. So we have the map. We do need those items. I do believe if the big key is on the left side, there's also a small key there, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it's the other way. With this, when you see a small key there, then the big key will always be vanilla.
Key logic in this game is weird.
Yeah, I finally figured out Ice Palace key logic. Meyer, it's not worth it because the only bearing is that one situation. And hey, look, boots. We're in go mode.
Yay!
Yay! At
Now we can do
139, say 28.
So now it's just time to go and clear up all the dungeons. So FEARAgent clearing Mire, Mirror, go clear Desert, and then flute to Swamp, clear off Swamp, climb the mountain, do Hera, Mirror over to Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, that's all we have. Slowpoke can have a little bit easier time so long as he doesn't... as long as he goes straight to Mire from Turtle Rock, he'll be fine. And we'll see where they converge.
Yeah, this is too early to tell right now. Now we're still missing a few bosses.
We're gonna see one here.
Get your guesses. Are we doing this? I guess we are doing this. I don't know. We will not see the boss in Ice Palace, unfortunately.
We'll be able to narrow it down and possibly know exactly what it is based on if we see two other doubles and if we do see Ice Armos area.
That thief's just like, no, you're not going here. Oh, wait. Ah.
There's our... Hello, Argus. For a moment there, it looks vanilla, because, you know, those little puffs look a lot like the little eyeballs, but not quite.
Not quite. And you only need one shot with the silver arrows. If you... There we go. Oh yeah, another bee, of course.
Yay.
Woohoo. Slowpoke's in the rolling around roller room. So yeah, FEARAgent's just in full cleanup duty right now.
Yeah, I can do desert right here.
Slowpoke playing it safe using a bottle. So is it the small or the big key here? Okay, yeah. Game, I guess we need to do more things in the desert.
So the big key will be on the right side here.
Is Slowpoke hookshotting these lasers?
Looks like he's going to take the safety door. At this point, I think that's pretty smart.
2.5 arms.
Yeah, he does. Unbeknownst to him, he does need to clear this.
There we go. Got the bombos. And then you take the bombos to Mire and get your boost, and then you're in go mode. And now these enemies are yellow. Time to get more guesses in on which boss. So we haven't seen Armos, Moldor,
And
or Vitreous, and we're
right.
still missing 2 doubles. So it can't be Cold Stare, we know that.
That's the only thing we do know.
That is the...
Armos Knights!
Yay,
Yeah, we get
missed
silvers
you.
for this.
Missed you, old friend. How are you doing? Goodbye, old friend.
Yeah, it's a pretty friendly location for Armos Knights, given that Randomizer could make you go into an Armos Knights fight without a sword, without any kind of arrows. Boomerang will kill him.
After
with
10
lots
minutes.
of lots of shots.
Slowpoke having no issues at all with this Trinex fight, and FEARAgent will now head on over to Swamp before climbing the mountain for Hera. I guess just as a preparation, we're not gonna start the GTBQ guessing game now, but this is gonna be a very quick one because it's just straight Hera to GT. That's like 30 seconds that you
Yeah,
got.
it does not take long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
really
like
fun fireball.
Slowpoke's trip through mire and desert is going to be a little bit longer than FEARAgent's having to just go mode through Swamp and Tower of Hera. But it's still, we're still not sure. Still going to be pretty close.
It is.
And it is Helmasaur over at Tower of Hera, and even with all this better equipment, there's still a hole to fall through, so...
Yes. A red and a blue from Slow. Okay, that's...
With that much money, I would just buy the blues, but...
Yeah, I mean, you got all the money in the world, just buy 3 blues. Oh well, whatever. Variety.
He's got half
RNG
magic.
manipulation, call it whatever you want. Yeah, straight into mire. Slowpoke just has to remember, don't do the cutscene, just...
Yep, if he does the cutscene chest, that's going to lose him quite a bit of time.
Now we do have the cane. But it's already drained.
Yeah, sad. Guess it doesn't save time at this point.
Womp womp. FEARAgent is just having some fun there, just placing down the block. So we've seen no Moldor and we've seen no Vitreous, and we are missing 2 doubles. And we will see at least 2 bosses during the GT climb. It could be that we just don't see a Moldor today. Also, that's how you kill Cold Stare in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, it was a very nice kill.
So how many times today have we climbed the mountain?
Oh, I lost count. A lot. I mean, just that flute in Spike Cave to get the hook shot to go back up.
Now we're going back up again. So, required triple dip up the mountain? And
Okay,
everyone's
Slowpoke.
double dipping Hera?
Slowpoke did not go and pick up the cutscene, so that's going to work well for him.
Yeah, it's gonna save some time there, compared to not doing it. So we'll be able to get the boots in like 15 seconds or so, and we'll then be in go mode. More like 10 seconds.
Okay, he's got the boots. He's in go mode at 1:48:56 or so. Does have to finish this up. Does have to do desert.
Yeah, finish the dungeon, mirror over, flute, and climb the mountain. FEARAgent is on the mountain, but we'll have to go ahead and do Hera first. So, bombs, Hera pop? Yes. Yes.
If you know what you're doing on it, yeah, you definitely do it. This is the exact time you want to be able to use this.
And that's a very easy setup for it. No fancy spin speed boot strats or anything, just use a bomb. Okay, so how many times have we seen this Helmosaur fight again?
Well, FEARAgent I think tried it at least twice the first time through. Slowpoke tried it once, and then of course did it the second time. So this is at least number 5.
Only 17 hits with the hammer, not opting for bombs. After all, we did see last time the bombs just kind of fall into the hole.
Yeah, not very nice of Helmosaur to be running on the left side of that platform and right over the hole instead on the right side.
And one shot with the silver arrow. For crystal number 7. Well, we're gonna be in GT in like 15 seconds, so yeah, random numbers. Go, 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 go. Big G, 22 locations, you know the drill. Slowpoke's got the Vitreous down and no Desert left.
And again, shoutouts to our trucker iBot for getting that bot started so that we have enough time to get everybody's guesses in.
I mean, this is the dream. You just do Hera, and then you mirror over, and hey, where's GT?
Don't get to do this very often, but when you do, it feels good.
Yes, indeed. Now it's 151. You've taken several deaths at the Double Dip dungeons. Last location, they fire rod in the back of Thieves Town. How do you route this, FEARAgent?
Okay, you gonna keep going? Yeah, he's gonna keep going.
Yeah, the standard. But maybe it goes all the way full right.
And there's something crawling through that room.
Yeah, we are just gonna ignore it and move on to the next room. That was a really nice dodge there, dodging both enemies. You know, I'd rather take this firebar over the Gyptos.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, come on, FEARAgent. There we go. Okay, we're not doing ice on those. Or whatever is on ice.
Quake.
Well, it's not here, so we go grab the key. And we mirror back.
And number 7 on the torch is just more rupees.
What is that fire snake doing up there? I feel like you can say the same for like 30 different enemies in this mode.
Oh, almost all of them. 8 is a key. Okay. 9 is a bug net. 10
Wear out. And this is
Yeah,
definitely
that little
FEARAgent's race to lose.
the little archer in the bushes sitting there in that room was amusing.
This is my key. Oh wait, you opened the chest. I can't hit you there. So yeah, mimics are gone here, so you don't need a bow. FEARAgent, no hookshot to try and get doubles. Huh, I'm disappointed.
Feel like having
Slowpoke316.
silver arrows, I just might as well just have the mimics there rather than those Gibdos.
That thief just popped out of nowhere. The switch on a hello there, dude. I want bombs. Just fall into the hole, take the invisibility frame so you can smash through.
Yeah, I like that play. It's a nice, easy way of doing things. Oh, hello, Igor.
Goodbye, Igor. Yeah, this room looks fast.
Yeah, that's an inconvenient spot for that last little slug thing. Oh, jeez.
Just more Igors and Shield Eaters, whatever they're called.
I don't think we've seen a whole lot of Igors up until this fight. I know we saw at least one red one somewhere along the way.
I think you are right.
Yes, they're all here.
Yeah, they climbed the tower, somehow.
And for those of you that hate shields really a lot, then it's a good, perfect place to go ahead and lose yours.
It's a surprise little Moldorm here for fun. Okay, everyone, time to get your guesses on what this Lanmolas 2 fight is going to be. It can be anything except for Cole's there. And it is...
Vanilla.
Really?
That's 2 vanilla bosses.
Boo! Well, we found the second Lanmolas.
So we're either gonna see, I guess, Vitreous we still haven't seen, or another double, or a vanilla Moldorm. God, that would really be boring.
Yeah, we're missing Moldorm, Vitreous, and a third double. So yeah. Oh, that's a fun spike. That was a really nice knockback there that FEARAgent got to get over. That spike
Oh,
actually
that's
helped
not a
out.
good bonk. Okay, we're good, we're good.
Random magic to decline Slowpoke is, I would say, too many rooms behind, but you never know what's gonna happen. We've had Ganon falls this tournament. Big. Words, synonyms. Oh, that looks fun. Did that fairy just disappear?
I'm not sure. Oh, there's Viddy.
Okay.
Oh,
So...
FEARAgent gonna go for the hover.
Oh, are you just gonna do this?
Oh!
Oh no.
Because I want no part of Viddy.
I mean, this is a pretty easy way to actually kill Vitreous, because he can just stand by the side and just shoot a bunch of arrows and it dies. But FEARAgent just really wants to hover today. But Vitreous is just like, nope, I have eyes. So Moldorm is either on ice or in Ice Palace. And then there's a third double somewhere.
Yeah, we'll never know what that last double is.
Nope. Slowpoke still proceeding with the gauntlet. Hey, Vanilla. And Slowpoke's gonna wait here and take this fairy here in a bottle even. And with that, FEARAgent has beaten the Randomizer component of the seed, and now it's just 2 original boss fights left. Come on, Aga. This looks like a good pattern.
All right.
One fight left. Can FEARAgent secure this win for Team Kappa? What even is that?
I don't know what Randomizer does to that poor duck there.
That's the bat. That's the duck.
Oh, that's right. So, I don't know what it does to that poor bat there.
For some reason, the duck is just immune. Unfortunately, no one cycle on phase 1, but this is a really good position. And from here on out, FEARAgent should have this unless there's a fall. Slowpoke has to hope for a fall here. Come on, Ganon, you don't need to teleport that much. We can go into phase 4 already. So both were on Desert Ledge and in Turtle Rock, correct?
Yes. There it is.
Well, FEARAgent can always decide to just fall into a hole now for some weird, inexplicable reason, but I do believe that FEARAgent has taken this win over Slowpoke. Another team, Kappa victory. 3 points, missing links, unfortunately, another loss.
Yep.
What happened with Slowpoke?
Something got him. It must have been a Wallmaster.
Wallmaster? Oh my goodness.
Ooh, that is a terrible place for a Wallmaster.
Oh no! Okay, you can hit there with the sword, because you get stuck there between the things.
And joining us, well,
maybe
for
not
a second.
one.
There he is.
The FEARAgent can't decide if he wants to join or not, but I do believe FEARAgent has now joined us. Congratulations.
Hey,
Yeah, GG's.
I hate Randomizer. I really do. I hate Randomizer.
Okay, I gotta ask this. As an organizer, what was the discussion like in terms of deciding? Hey, let's have an Randomizer week.
Well, we want to have a variety of stuff, not just the stuff that I like. For example, season 1 we did cross keys, and at that point I had never played cross keys, so I wasn't going to be like, no, we're not going to do cross keys because I don't do it. I don't like Randomizer, but I know that other people like Randomizer.
Sure.
So it's not all about. I try to make it all about me, but I can't. So yeah, I hate it. I hate it. I play it. I'm like, oh, I hate it, and then I'll not play it for 6 months, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll give this Randomizer thing a try, and then I'll play it again. Like, oh, that's why I don't play Randomizer. Did you see that Wallmaster at the end? I think Slowpoke might have.
Yeah, I think
hit by
Slowpoke got
it.
nailed by it.
That's
Yeah.
when I saw that,
Horrible.
I almost freaked my bean a little bit.
Yeah, and a few of those early boss fights, Helmasaur up in Hera, and
Yeah, the Helmasaur was
Stairs
mean.
everywhere.
He just stayed hovered right over that spot, so it's like
yep,
super awkward to try to hit him. And then he knocked me over, and then he killed me, and I was just like, since I got 2 items there, I'm just never coming back until the end. The Land Molus fight in Thieves' Town was a little embarrassing. I should have died there, but I got my vengeance. The real bugger for me though was that fire rod.
oh for sure. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, that roller was in a very awkward location. Even for later. But the second time you went, you had a lot more health, and you had a cape you could use.
Yeah, I usually just pause there just to kind of like assess what the room's going to be, because it's usually a nightmare. But that roller was giving me no business at all. Like, it just kept coming. I wasn't sure it was going to come into the door, and sure enough, it did.
Do mean in terms of crystal count, Slowpoke was like 1-2 crystals ahead for most of the seed, but then you both ended up last locationing around the same time. You, the fire rod, and Slowpoke, the flute.
Yeah, that flute opened up a lot at that point, and
Yeah.
Slowpoke
I,
wasn't getting to Spike Cave.
When I found the lamp, I almost just went right to the mountain, but I was like, I'm right here. I might as well just go into pod. There might be a bow here or something. And then pod, I think, was pretty empty.
Pod was empty.
I mean,
And-
all of the locations in this were pretty mean. Like Graveyard Ledge had our mitts.
Yep.
Left Side Swamp had the required ice rod.
Yep.
Yep.
Laser Bridge had bombos, which unlocked
Yep.
the boots.
Go
Fire Rod was in the attic of Pendant Thieves Town in
Yep.
Randomizer.
And on top of that, you had Dark Roll access at like 8 minutes and had the
Yeah.
entire world open to you.
Yeah, I felt really good about my early game because I got that Dark World access super quick, and after Thieves Town, I got a little tilted, and then I calmed down. I was like, you know what, it's Randomizer. This is gonna happen. But that fire rod.
Yeah, an example of why I'm not a fan of Pendant Thieves Town. But hey, you stayed at Ice Palace. That's a good thing.
I know. I was excited to do some ice breaking too, but it was the first time I was disappointed that Ice Palace was a pendant.
Oh, you will get your chance one day.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It'll still be there. Ice Palace isn't going anywhere.
And I still haven't fully learned the bomb setup for Diver Down. I attempted it, but I can't get it consistently.
Yeah, I haven't seen the bomb set. I've only seen the cane setup, so I can't speak to.
I had to
really
give
can't speak much to the cane either, but I've seen that one.
I had to
done
give
at
it a
least.
go. I had to at least give it
sure.
a shot.
When Slowpoke just brought up the cape, he just dashed entirely through that room and didn't want to deal with his wall
Not-
master.
Not a bad choice at all.
The Aga patterns weren't particularly nice either.
Not terrible, but I botched them pretty bad.
There's also the fighter sword for like an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst. Is like I've had to use a hammer so much in this seed. Even like not even getting like a late hook shot stinks because it's like if you ask me like what one item do you want to get like right away in Randomizer, it's probably the hook shot just because it kills a bunch of enemies and it stuns most.
Sure. Yeah, that hookshot's my favorite item, so I'm always happy to see a hookshot.
Instead, you have to climb the mountain to get the flute, to go to the mire area to get the hookshot, so you can do things.
Yeah, I think you both went up and checked that hookshot cave, and I don't believe there was anything there.
No, I think there was a bottle there, but I felt like, okay, so you have to go up there to get access to the hookshot, and I was like, well, logically, I probably shouldn't come back to Hookshot Cave, but this seems like kind of a stretch play. Maybe the seed is mean, and it was mean. It just wasn't that mean.
Introducing Slowpoke now on the Ganon fight. Got this very nice setup here in the top right corner. No problems at all going to phase 3, and the teleportations were acceptable. Unfortunately, Slowpoke, please. You did buy some blue potions earlier. You bought 2 blue potions and a red for some reason.
And he's got a fairy. Oh, by the way, Fear, thank you for not having the heart beep as opposed to the fast heart beep we're hearing on Slowpoke's screen right now.
Yeah, I actually don't use any heart beeps. I don't like them at all.
There we go. To the last phase.
Looking at my fantasy stats, like we had Fighter Sword for so long, but I still had 8 Tempered Sword kills. That doesn't feel right.
Well, yeah, because you cleared a bunch of dungeons and had to go back into them with the Tempered Sword. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do when you get to what was in Swamp? Was it Cold Stare? Yeah, it was Cold Stare. It was the second Cold Stare, and yeah, and you can't do anything. Yeah, that was the thing you missed in Eastern. So you didn't miss anything in Eastern. The Cold Stare had a shovel, which led to a single rupee. So
nice.
So the last location, Fire Rod, did at least save you that.
Slowpoke did a very nice setup there in the end to get that last double to get the kill on to Ganon.
Yeah, Slowpoke finishing up with an official SRL time of 2:10:36. And as we see, Randomizers are just a little bit longer than Open or Ambrosia Seeds.
Because you die. A lot, unfortunately.
Yep. Or just get to a place where you just can't do anything. And you mirror out, or just death warp. I mean, or dying. And joining us is Slowpoke.
Everybody.
GG's for finishing that monstrosity.
Fear GG.
Hey, GG's, bud.
Yeah, talk about the seed. Come on, Slowpoke.
Alright, so it was definitely a snowball seed. It was like, alright, super slow start. Oh, there's a Cold Stare I can't kill yet. Perfect. Oh, there's Helmasaur I can't kill yet. Perfect. Oh, that blind fight, let's never talk about that ever again. After that, it was fine. Sort of.
Well, blind on a conveyor belt with the loadout you had at the time. Not easy.
Yeah. A couple times it's like, alright, let's swing my sword. This is not doing anything. Oh, let's use my cane. Oh, wait. No, we don't have enough magic to get through. And I see the chat. Wallmaster's in the final room. Yay.
Yeah, that was super mean.
That was terrible.
Yeah, it's like, alright, we're just going to dash up the middle. Oh, wait, no, giant spike. Alright, stun lock, and there's a Wallmaster. Oh, there's the dot done.
Yeah, I mean, at least it wasn't the difference.
True.
But still, it's never a nice. Those Wallmasters, even in normal plays, are never a nice feeling.
Yeah, no arguments. And yeah, it is what it is. It's randomizer/randomizer. Things happen at the questionably worst time, or best.
Yeah, well, it depends on whether you're playing or whether you're watching. Because, chat enjoys that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, pedestal ag required, wall masters everywhere. Chat loves it. Ranners,
Yep.
not so much.
That sounds accurate. Well, FEARAgent, 3 more points for Team Kappa. You gotta seem pretty satisfied with your 12 points now, right?
Oh, for sure. And it will be 15 at the end of the week. So
Oh!
Ooh.
everybody in the Lost Woods division better watch out. Team Kappa ain't no joke this year. The rest of the league
Kappa's
better
here to
watch out.
stay.
I'll just say that. Team Kappa's coming for that title. There's only one champion, and it's going to be Team Kappa.
Oh, boy. Got some trash talk going now.
Hear that? WJP, TBDBD, TW, whatever. We're coming for you guys. We got 1-on-1. We're going to win this title. We got the Lost Woods division. It's already wrapped up. But we're buddies. Get out of here. Number 1 spot, first round bye. Team Kappa's got it. We got Gamachu on our team. We got 1-Up on our team. Get out of here. Nobody's going to beat those guys.
So which one of them has to run the other Randomizer?
I think 1-Up is running this week. I'm not sure.
1-Up and 11.
Well, FEARAgent, with how confident you are, it's a good thing that you remember which players are playing each week.
I know that 1-Ups. It doesn't matter, Marge. It doesn't matter who's playing in Team Kappa because we're gonna mow down the teams no matter what. We got one unfortunate loss. Everyone saw the Gamma Willard match, and things didn't go at the end how we wanted to go. That happens. It's gonna happen. They got their lucky win. We should be up to 15 points by the end of the week, but we'll take the 12, and then guess what? Team Kappa's coming. So if you haven't played us yet, watch out for Team Kappa.
All right.
Well, that was interesting.
I mean, you guys saw the beginning of my stream, right?
Yeah, it was some dude walking very slowly.
Oh, that's not anybody. That's
And then there was this other dude that was walking very slowly.
That's Mr. McMahon.
I don't even know who that is. I know Slowpoke because it's a Slowpoke. Slowpoke is cute, but I don't know what that is.
We're running this show.
I don't even know what's happening, but I feel like FEARAgent is ignoring me. Let's move on.
Fear's going full on heel mode. Full vintage Macho Man Randy Savage.
That's right.
Or Booker T. I'll take the more Orange Katsu approach of whatever.
These sentences contain words that are very unfamiliar with me, so I'm just going to ignore it and say that our next match today is at 6:10 p.m. Eastern Time on this channel that you're watching right now. This will be Ben Crichton versus Prior 57, Land of the Blind versus the Magic Lamp Oil. And many more matches later down the evening when I'm sleeping.
Yeah, there's really... I'll just read off the times and the channels. It looks like everything is set to be restreamed, which is really awesome. We have matches at 6:10, 6:25. That one will be Speed Gaming 2. 7:10 on Speed Gaming 3. 8:10 the ALTTPR League. Another 8:10 on Speed Gaming 5. 9:10 on Speed Gaming 2, and another one on Speed Gaming 4. Another one on ALTTPR League 2. At 10:10, we get to use the ALTTPR League 3 channel, so a whole lot of races going on tonight. Can't watch all of them, but there'll be VODs, I'm sure, and a lot of fun Randomizer races.
Fun Randomizer, same sentence.
Well, if you're watching.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not sure how much fun the players will have, but as FEARAgent said, some people like this, is why it's in here, so...
Thanks so much for the restream, and thanks for the comms and tracking. I bought O2, I think.
Yep.
GG Slowpoke, that was fun. I mean, it wasn't really that fun, but GG nonetheless.
GG was fun, and yeah, shouts that iBot, shoutouts to this for being restreamed, shoutouts to the commentary, shout out to everyone that's watching this train wreck.
Well, there's, as stated, a lot of channels. You better follow all of these channels, Speed Gaming 1 through 6 and the ALTTPR League 1 through FEARAgent. Remind me how many numbers we have again.
4.
4. Okay, 1 through 3. I mean 4. I think it's about time we wrap this show up. It's been a little bit more than 2 hours, and I think we all need a little bit of rest and mental preparation for other matches in this league and other teams to commentate for some of us.
Watch out, Team Cap is coming.
Yeah.
See all the next ones.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a great day.